Hello and welcome to this session. So 45-minute strength and balance session. So we're going to do a range of exercises using a chair and also in standing today. And we'll as well use some light weights, so dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, we can just use water bottle or some tinned or canned fruit or vegetables, that kind of thing. Something that gives you a light weight to hold in the hands. So we'll start off, we'll do some just relaxing, mobilizing exercises, get the circulation going, get the blood flowing a little bit, and then we'll move into a little bit of aerobic movement, so just some gentle movement, and that's going to help to build up the balance through your body and get your heart rate raised just a little bit. And then we'll move into a bit of balance and strength exercises and finish off with some stretching in the cool down. So let's get straight into the exercise in a seated position, and we're going to bring ourselves to the back of the chair. So we just want to be nice and relaxed at the back of the chair and have your feet comfortably on the ground so you can feel your feet on the ground. Take your hands to your thighs and drop your chin slightly towards the chest. And all I want you to do to begin with is just focus on gently breathing in. If you can, breathing in through the nose and just letting that out breath happen, breathing out. Just a little moment just to feel the body as we breathe in and out. And we feel our back against the back of the chair as we bring our head up and we start turning the head to the side. So we're just turning those neck muscles, getting them loosened off. And as we turn that head to the side, we want to stay really open through the chest. You can even put your hand on your chest if you wish. So you want to feel that mobility through the neck muscles. You go as far as your range of movement allows, but no straining, no forcing. Very important movement that, because we turn our head for everything we do through the day. Very functional, very simple movement to practice. Okay, let's relax out of that one there. And then from here, all we're going to do next, keeping the hands on the thighs, is just drawing the shoulders up. So little shrugs, up and down. Shrugging up, relaxing down. Breathing still gentle. Still feel the back against the back of the chair. Excellent. And relax out of that. Now then from here we want to take our back away from the back of the chair. I'll change my angle here slightly. So we take ourselves slightly away from the back of the chair and we're going to hip walk our feet forward. So we're bringing our bottom towards the front edge of the chair and our feet firmly grounded down on our mat, carpet, whatever we have on the floor. Now you want to feel the back of those thighs free from the chair, so you can just touch them and feel they're free. So you're not on the chair too much, but again, you're not so far forward that you're going to fall over either. All we're going to do from here is take the feet into about shoulder width apart, and then just lift and lower one knee. So that foot comes off the ground as we lift and lower. Now we can have our hands either on the thighs as we do this or on the chair. We want to keep the upper body tall and we want to avoid this rocking motion. The aim is just to move the knees, keeping the body still. Up and down. Excellent. Then relax out of that. Okay. From there we're going to then take ourselves to the ankles and we're just lifting up the heels. One heel up and down, other heel up and down. So we're just getting a little bit of flexibility through those ankles. Lifting up, lowering down. Lifting up, lowering down. Excellent. From here, take one foot forward and then circle it. So you've actually got it off the ground a little bit here. So a little bit work through the hips as you circle one direction and then change direction. Want to just get that mobility in the ankle joint. Let's change feet. Circling round. So that little lift of the knee again. We feel that area in the hip is working. Changing direction. Easing out of that there. Fantastic. Okay, feet on the ground. We're up tall. We're going to take our arms out in front, lightly touching together, and then we stretch and open the body out. Little squeeze of the shoulder blades together. Keeping the shoulders down, bring it together, and repeat, focusing on that breath. I'm going to open out across the chest, breathing into the rib cage. So breathing in as you open if you can, breathing out as you bring them back together. But you don't have to follow a set pattern. Just let it happen. Stay relaxed as you come. Open and back. And one more there. And ease out of that, bring that down. Okay, from here, taking the hands down by the side, and then all we're going to do here is take one arm up and side bend stretch. And again, down, other side. We want to elongate the spine as we do this, so we're really creating length through the body. Reach those fingertips up and across as far as you can, but again, no strain. Just stretching as far as your body allows, not forcing. Focus on the breath, breathing gently through the tip of the nose. Just do one side and the other side. Excellent. Last one here. And ease down out of that. Roll those shoulders and then take your hands to the back of your chair. You lean back and then you stretch forward, squeezing the elbows towards each other to stretch the chest and shoulders. So we're stretching across this area at the front of the upper body. The feet are firmly grounded to support you, and then bend the elbows, relax out of that, and then one more time. Straighten those arms, squeeze those elbows together as best you can, depending on your own range of movement. Relax out of that. Okay, final one before we come up. We're going to put that one hand on the shoulder, other hand on the elbow, and we just push up to stretch this tricep, back of the arm muscle. We won't hold for too long because we're still warming the body up at this stage. We bring that down, and then we do the other side, pushing up, stretching the back of the arm. Now you can bring your arm overhead to do that, depending on how you feel, how flexible you are. But otherwise, we're just pushing from the front, keeping the head up through that movement. Okay, shake off those arms. Now, you should still be fairly far forward in the chair. Your hamstrings are free of the chair here. And we're going to come up to standing, if we can, without using our hands on the chair or on our thighs. But if you do need them, please do use them. So we're up tall. And we're just going to lean forward, push our feet down into the ground, and bring our weight through those legs to bring us up to a standing position. Now, you probably want, if you may want the chair nearby as a bit of balance, but otherwise, if you feel quite strong and balanced, you can put the chair to the side. Okay, from here, nice relaxed stance, little bit of softness in the knees, so we just let a little bit of bend happen there. And just start that to loosen off those hips, so you'll feel them pelvis raise and lower on each side as we just move those knees up and down, bending those legs slightly on each side, alternating. Just creating a bit of flexibility through the whole pelvic region and the lower back. Okay, hands on the hips, we'll take that into circular motion. So we're hip circling, keeping the knees slightly soft. Feel your feet on the ground, weight through the ball of the foot, as well as the heels. And we roll round, and then we change from that roll round from a circle to a figure of 8. So we're creating an 8 shape with that hip movement. Round and change direction. So all we're doing here when we do this figure of 8 movement is creating that flexibility and loosening and mobility through the hip joints, around the buttock area, and the front of the top of the thighs. Okay, relax out of there. Arms are really hanging heavy, so we don't want our arms up here. And then all we're going to do from here is a little twist. So let those arms hang heavy. Keep the head up as you turn from side to side. Knees are soft. Breathing's relaxed. And let your arms swing. Now you can keep your eyes facing forward, looking straight ahead, or you can turn your head with the movement, whatever you prefer. Make it light, don't over twist. We don't want any straining. We just want to make it nice and relaxed as we move across the body with those arms. And then we're going to bring them up. And we go into twist one side to the other. So a little bit more through the mid-back here. We go for double, so 1, 2. 1, 2, one side, other side. Excellent. Ease through that. Okay. One more on the upper body before we move down. We're going to take our arm up so we can take our other hand to that shoulder and we circle that arm round. Up and round and down. So in this movement, just mobilizing that shoulder joint. Nice and fluid. Now you just create your arm up to where you can manage, whether that's just a little bit up or you're very flexible. You bring it round. And then we're going to switch sides. So you take your other hand up just to support that shoulder through the movement. And again, it's either really bringing it close into the ear as you come round, or you may not have that flexibility and it's further out wide. Working with what you're able to do. Again, no straining, no forcing, just working at your own pace. Okay, last one there. Shake and loosen that off. Bring yourself down to the feet now. I'll just change my angle slightly. Again, almost have the chair near if you need it. We're just going to alternate up onto the toes. So heel comes up on one side and drops down on the other. Up and down. So we want to keep the hips square and the knees in line as we do this. Coming up and down. So creating good flexibility through the ankles. Up and down. And then if you're able, you're going to stretch your arms up as well. If that's too much, just out in front. Or if you prefer, you just focus on the feet. Stretch up. Feel those legs, lower legs just getting warmed up, mobilized, blood flowing. Definitely feel like they've just moved a bit. Okay. And relax down out of that. Excellent. Okay, still focused on the feet. We're going to take our stance a little bit wider. And we can turn our toes slightly out. And then all we're going to do is lean to one side. Get a little stretch on that inner thigh as we go from left to right. So we want to transfer the weight across the body, pushing up through that big thigh muscle from the feet. Stay tall and open in this upper body as we come across. And as we go across, we can stretch across as well. Arms to one side, which just means we have to use these midsection tummy muscles, core muscles in the back to keep ourselves stable. If that's too much, just focus on the leg movement across the body. Breathing is relaxed, nice and gentle in the movement. And ease out of that there. Fantastic. Okay, one more one before we start to move a little more. We're going to take, if we can, a little bit of balance involved here. Stepping one foot back. The back heel is raised. And then we drop and raise the back foot. So we're down and up. Down and up. Now this upper body's tall. We're looking straight ahead. And our breathing is relaxed. So just getting, again, that flexibility through the hip down into that ankle joint. And switching legs, other foot behind. Again, if you need a chair, hold on. Please hold on this one as we drop and lower that back heel. Drop and then raise, I should say. Lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. Again, upper body is nice and stable. Eye line is looking straight ahead. We're open and relaxed through the shoulders and chest. Final one there. And step out of that. So just a little bit of mobilizing, warming up the lower leg. And then from here, we're going to do a little bit of a heel kick. So we just take our heel kicking towards the bottom. Now everyone will have different flexibility in here. Some people may almost kick their bottom. Others may just bring their foot up a little bit. But we're going to go at a moderate pace, lifting up. Try to bring that heel directly up. Watch if you need to compensate and you end up bringing your legs out to the side. We want to bring them directly back. So it's almost like a flamingo where you're standing on the one leg for a minute, it disappears. Again, it may not go that high. We'll get these hamstrings are working, so that's the back of the thigh. And we're tall in our stance. Excellent. So we're starting to move in a little bit of aerobic movement now. Okay, we'll bring that to a stop. Now, if you want a drink of water at any time, please just have a little sip. But from here, we're going to move into little side steps. So this is just lateral movement to get the body moving on the hips, the knees, and the ankle joints, and the muscles and tendons that surround that area. So this sideways movement. If this feels too fast, you find your own pace, and please use a chair as you need to. Now, I'll just do a kind of moderate pace just now. If as we go through it's not enough for you, you can make your step bigger and you can go faster than I'm going as well. If it's too fast, then obviously just do the opposite. Smaller steps, slow it down. You want your toes to be facing forward. You want your head to be up. And a nice relaxed movement from left to right. Side stepping. So when I start to feel the heart and lungs just raising a little bit, just to feel the blood flowing again, everyone will be a different fitness level. So you're just gently moving the body here. And we'll bring this to a stop and move into the next action. So we bring that stop to a stop and then take a step forward with both feet and back. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Forward, forward, back, back. Again, as we do this, I want you to think about your posture and your stance, so you're not dropping your head down too much, you're keeping that body upright. And we're on the balls of the foot a little bit on this one, so we're kind of springing into action. Now, at the moment, I'm leading with this side. Should be the right on your screen, but my left. I'm going to change in a second and lead with my opposite leg. So take note of which leg you're leading with. And then as we get ready, next one we're going to change and I'm going to lead with the other leg, forward and back. So we're not putting all that load on the one leg. We get used to using both sides. Forward and back. Again, think about open posture, relaxed shoulders. Light on the feet here. Want to be as light as we can as we move. Forward and back gently. Excellent. And the pace you go at, again, this is a guide my pace. You may want to go faster. I might not be going fast enough for you. Or you may want to take it slower and make sure you've got that chair nearby if you feel your balance isn't great. Okay, last couple. So always just err on the side of caution with these ones. In from here, straight into knee raises. And I'm going to march with this and I'm going to exaggerate my arms as I lift those knees up. Lift those feet off the ground, so I'm creating clearance of the ground from my feet. Lifting as I march. So it's a kind of exaggerated movement, getting the blood going, a little bit of a transition as well to the next exercise, but on its own a very good way to just build up that fitness in the heart and lungs. Now you aim with these as we're able to keep them going, so as we go, we're able to do it for a sustained period of time, and that's what we build up. And our fitness is very good at adapting. We can get fitter at any age, and it's showing that we can do that. Okay, let's bring this down and take it to a rest, and then I'm going to take my attention to my feet, and I'm going to do little side taps to the side. So I bring my feet back together each time, little side taps. Again, think about that posture, nice and open through the body. Limber with the feet, nice and light on those feet. Tapping and tapping. Light, tap, and light, tap. Excellent. And we'll make that smaller, but a little quicker. So not too big a tap, but quite close to the body, but tapping quite fast. So again, this adjustment of the feet is an important thing. Can we adjust those feet quickly? Are we able to lift them? Avoid things like tripping with our feet by being able to have good mobility in our lower legs. And then bring that to a stop. Well done, fantastic. Okay, next one. From here, a bit of softness in the knees, we're just going to tap behind. Tap and tap. Again, if you prefer a chair for this, you can tap with the chair for support. So we tap and tap. Now, obviously this is a simple movement. If you want to make it bigger, you just tap more, a little bend of that front knee. But what we're doing here, we're going to tap and we're going to bring the arms into it. So opposite arm and leg, or it can be the same side, doesn't matter. But if you're able, opposite arm and leg. Now, if that's too much, you just stick to the arms. Sorry, just the legs and leave out the arms. Or if you're feeling quite strong and fit today, you can bring those arms up. So you're getting that full range of movement through the body. A nice stretch down through the lymphatics, so under the armpits, down the back of the side and the side of the body. Stretching, heart rate is raising a little. Again, I don't know everyone's fitness level, so you find what works for you. Stretch and reach. Last 3, 2, and final 1 there. Well done. Straight into just a little walk, so just lifting those feet ever so slightly. And then we're going to bring that to a stop, and we're going to back into our side step, but this time, double side step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember, anytime you need a little stop and drink, have it. We're kind of going fairly non-stop in this class. We will be a little opportunity to have a little drink or at any point you need. But keeping going fairly consistently through the class, build up and make the most of the time we've got. So double side steps, adjusting those feet. Toes stay facing forward, upper body's tall, eye line looking straight ahead. Stay relaxed through those shoulders. Again, that forward position with those toes is really important. It means we're going to use the side muscles, the abductors and the hips, to move and strengthen them up, which is very important for balance. Last one there. And then bring that to a stop. Okay, completely stopping for a second. We're going to take ourselves next into a little crouch, up and turn. Crouch, up and turn. And turn. And turn. Last couple exercises before we move on to our balance. Of course, some of this is balancing exercises, but we'll do some specific movements in a moment or so. Okay. Just 3 more. So 3, 2, and last one there. Excellent. Final little cool down march out of that. So nice easy march, nothing too strong. Probably done around about 10 minutes there, just about 10 minutes of continual movement, which is very good, just to get the heart and lungs working, but not stressing too much, not overloading. Okay, give those legs a little shake off, and then we'll move into our balancing exercises. So we'll want our chair to be nearby, or a wall, or a bench top, or a back of a sofa, whatever works for you. And then all we'll do to start with is we're just going to lift that knee up to the front. Let me change my angle so you can see. So I'm lifting up to the front. I'm just going to hold that there, and I've got the chair. Either I'm holding all with a whole hand or even 2 hands, or it may just be 3 fingers, or 1 finger, or if you want to try and no hand balance, keeping that upper body tall, eye line looking straight ahead. Let's bring that side down. Well done. A bit of work into that hip there. Other side, same thing. We're lifting and we're holding. How much we hold of the chair will depend on your confidence and your balance. And again, we're tall and looking straight ahead. Now, a bit of stability going on as we do this, and we want to bring it slowly back down and relax out of that. Fantastic. Well done. Okay, next one is our heel-toe stand. So that's 1 foot in front of the other, a tandem stand. Now, you may, on this, want to bring your feet slightly apart if I show this position, or you may be able to bring one right in front of the other. I'll let you decide. And then from here, all we're going to do is again either hold on a little bit, 3 fingers, 1 finger, or no hands balance. Now, if you're good with the no hands balance and you want to challenge more, that's not enough, you can start to turn the head to the side as you do it. And you might find you need to chair a little bit to do that. But we want to keep this upper body tall as we move through that. Can feel with that extra turn, it's a little harder. If you feel enough wobble already, don't add that in. switching our front leg. So let's ease out of that side. Other side, other foot in front, we're up tall. And then from here, again, it's those full hand, 3 fingers, 1 finger, or no hands, depending on how you feel. And then with this one, if you've got that, we obviously did the turn of the head to the side. What we can do as a change up is we can bring one arm up, other arm up. So we're just creating a little bit of a challenge to that center of gravity by moving. Now, this is only if you already find this too easy. If it's hard enough, just stick with the simple balance, practicing holding on and then using less support. Gently breathing and then ease out of that there. Fantastic. Give that a little shake off, little loosen off. And then next one we'll do is we're going to do a little bit of toe walking. Now we can use a wall for this one. I'll move my chair slightly out of view. Or we can use the side of a sofa, or again a bench top. So we want to make our stance not too wide, and we come up on the toes, and then we're going to walk on those toes. Now it doesn't need to be big steps, and it doesn't need to be too far. Maybe around about 8 to 10 steps. And then we bring it down, and we turn round, and we go back the way we came. Up, little steps. Again, keep it nice and simple. So this is building up strength in the calf muscles, those lower leg muscles, as we bring it down. But it's also a lot of balance work going on as we do that. So we can progress that, but we'll start very simply with that. And we'll do it one more time. So we come up on the toes, little steps, and then we rest anytime we need to. Little steps. Try not to rush it. If you can go slower, you're going to challenge that balance more. It's obviously harder, slower than faster with most of the balance movements. So changing direction and coming back the other way. So again, balancing, lower leg working, strengthening quite a lot there as we bring that down and finish that off. Okay, well done. Going well so far. We're going to move in now to our strengthening exercises, and I'm going to start with a chair. And we're going to go for our sit to stand. Now we do this every day, all day, where we're getting up and sitting down from chairs. So I'm going to start. We want to just sit down using the leg strength. But let's just see if we can really focus in on building the strength in the legs by bringing a focus to how we do this. So we want to be, again, fairly far forward in the chair with the hamstring, the muscles on the back of the thigh free from the chair. So we're not sitting in a position where they're a bit inflexible because they're squashed against the chair. We want enough space for them to move, and we're going to bring our toes underneath our knees. Now, if you do need support with this, either on the chair arms or pushing off your thighs, please adapt as you need to. But we're aiming to use these legs as much as we can. Now, if you need to, you're going to come up pushing down or on the chair, but otherwise we can either take our arms out or even across the body as we bring ourselves pushing down and standing up tall. Okay, so the key is we're hinging at the hips. To sit down, we want to go as slow as we can, pushing the bottom back, pushing the hips back, counterbalancing, slowly back down. So we're using these leg strength, and particularly the buttocks and hamstrings. Okay, again we go. I'll do my arms out in front this time. I'm tall in the chair. I lean, nose past the toes, and then push down, pushing down, bringing myself up. So that real leg strength. Bottom back, bottom back. Now, if anyone really can't do this one and it's too much, then while you wait on this one instead, you can just do little leg raises like this, around 3 each side, and then switching. But if you're able, we'll keep going with our sit to stand. We hinge, push down, using that leg strength. So I want you to think about this all the time when you're standing up. Can you avoid using the arms if you don't need them? Really focus on building that leg strength. Position of the arms either in front. So we're not just doing an autopilot, we're really focusing on these muscles. They're all working, and they're very strong muscles, and we can build their strength up very easily as well just by doing this kind of movement. Okay, I'm going to sit down one more time, and then I'm going to stand up one last time. Okay, so final one, hinge, and bring myself up there. Fantastic. Okay, if you've got some dumbbells or some water bottles or tinned, canned fruit or vegetables or whatever else, you want to grab them now. So either a set of dumbbells or those water bottles are perfect. Anything that's got a little bit of weight to it that you can hold in each hand. And we're just going to do a little bit of actions for the upper body with the weights. So we're going to start very simply. We'll just do an arm curl. And we'll do both together. So with the arm curl, I want you to think about open the shoulders, lift the chest, and then from here we want to keep the elbows quite close into the side as we curl the arm. So we want to avoid, I know some people may need their elbows a bit wider like this, but as much as you can, keep them fairly close in, and the movement is a hinge joint at the elbow as we bring the weight towards the shoulder. It's almost going to touch the shoulder. Let me change my angle. Up and down. Now you notice as well, a little bit of bend at the knee, just so we're not locking those legs out, keeping the strain off the knee by slightly softening, slightly bending. Curling and down. It's a fairly easy movement, this one, but quite a good one to do just for that arm strength. So this is the bicep muscle, the muscle in the upper arm that we're working, and a little bit in the shoulder as well. Now, fairly strong muscle as well, so if you've got a lightweight, you may not feel too much. You want to do a few more times of repeating that, repetitions, but we'll make this one the last one. You can always do more than one set in your own time if you want to practice. Okay, we'll keep that weight, and we're going to do a lateral or side arm raise. So let me just show my angle. I'm going to be tall again, and I'm going to bring that weight up and down, up and down. That's fantastic. Weight up, weight down. Working through that movement. Breathing's relaxed. Focus on your breathing, not bringing the weight above shoulder height. We'll just go for 2 more. And last one there. And relax out of that. Okay, one last thing we'll do with these dumbbells before we put them to the side is we're going to take that weight up into that 90-degree angle, and all we want to do from here is pull the weight out and drop back in. So this is into the shoulder area. This little external rotation through the shoulder. So you may not have great flexibility here. You're not going to be able to go too far for most people. But it's just that movement. Quite a good one for strengthening up inside the shoulder joint there. Okay, 2 more. Excellent. And relax that there. Now we're going to put the weights down, if whatever you've got. So make sure when we do that we're not putting strain on our back. We want to keep that back straight as we put things down, and we're going to come back to just another 1, maybe 2 exercises for the legs. We're going to definitely do our side leg raise, and I'm going to use my chair, or it can be a wall, bench top, back of the sofa. Soften my standing leg, so this inner leg, the one near the chair. Keep my toe facing forward on the other leg as I bring it out to the side. Hold, and then bring it in. Now I want to keep my eye line straight ahead as I do this. So avoid turning the toes like this. We want to keep the toes facing. And down. And so around about 3, 4, maybe 5 second hold. We'll feel that standing leg working a little bit in the hip area, a little bit in the buttocks as well as working here, and that side leg as well into that side leg raise. Okay, final one here. Let's not do too many on this. Excellent. Okay, give those legs a shake out before we switch sides. I'm just going to move my chair. You can position yourself however is best for you. And then other side, leg is up. Pause and hold. And down. Again, it doesn't need to be really high. We don't need our leg away up here. Just up a little bit, just to where you feel is good for you. It might just be slightly off the ground like so. Keep this upper body tall, eye line looking straight ahead. Breathing relaxed. And one more there. And ease out of that. Okay, then we'll move into one last exercise, which we're going to use the chair for, which is our calf raises or heel raises. So we stand at the back of the chair and we're just going to lift our heels up off the ground. Keep it nice and tall. Keep that tummy in and then bring it back down. I want to repeat that. Coming up, a little pause and hold, and down. We won't do too many in this first week, so I'm just going to go for 6, so 3 more. I want to build into it as we go. We can do the recording, we can watch it again and follow through again. And we'll progress as we go. Okay, last one there. And then bring that to a stop. Okay, from this position, as we're already here, we're going to step 1 foot back, bend that front knee slightly, and stretch into our calf muscle. So we're stretching the calf muscle. And then we're going to switch sides. So as we stretch this, we're just gently pressing the heel in the ground. And we don't want to overstretch. Just feel if the muscle will ease off through these stretches. So you're not forcing anything. Just working with what your body allows. Okay, let's stick with that lower leg and bring the feet a little closer and drop the back knee to stretch deeper into the lower calf around the heel area. So we just got that chair for support. And then we bring that up. And we switch to the other side and do the same thing. Dropping that knee down on the back foot to get that stretch lower down on the calf muscle near to the heel. Let's ease out of that there. Give those legs a little shake off. And then we'll do a side stretch from here. So we bring the arm up and stretch over. So we get good stretch down the side of the body. And we want to create length from the base of the ribs to the waist. So we don't want to collapse our body. We want to keep that tall as we switch sides. Same thing. Breathing is gentle, nice and relaxed. Ease out of that there. Now let's come down to the seat for the last couple of stretches. So bottom down, back in the chair. I'm going to stay a little bit forward for this first stretch, just because I like to have that position. And then I'm going to take my palm to the elbow as I push up and stretch this back of the arm. So I'm stretching the tricep muscle in the back of the arm. Now, if you're very flexible, you can bring your arm overhead like so, but otherwise, I'll just change my angle. I'm just stretching in that position there. Bring that one down, give it a shake and loosen, and then the other one. So this is a really good stretch for when you've got to reach up to cupboards, get things that are above your head. Creating flexibility through this back of the arm area is very good, very important. Gently breathing, and then bring that down and relax and shake and loosen out of that there. Let's take ourselves to the back of the chair for our final stretch. Roll the shoulders. And then from here, I'm going to drop the head to the side, creating length again where I started the session. With the neck, but in a slightly different stretch, ear towards the ceiling. So think of that ear lifting up as you bend the head to the side. Gently breathing, then across the other way. Excellent. Relax out of that. Give those shoulders a roll. Take your hands to your thighs. Feel your feet on the ground. Gently breathe through the tip of the nose. Gently breathe out. And we'll finish off the session there. Thank you very much.